Hi guys, it's Allison again. I am here to do the second book haul, so if you haven't watched the first one, you can go back and do that, and then, or you can watch this one first. It doesn't matter. So here is the second round of books that I got from the second library book sale, and this one was, if you got a box, it was $10, and so I picked up quite a few books, so let me show you what I got. First of all, I got the Book of Blood and Shadow. This is by Robin Wasserman. On the back it says, "One girl, one night, centuries of secrets." And it says, "One night, one body, broken in a pool of blood, one killer, lost in the shadows, one girl left behind, left alone, to face the consequences, to find the truth, to avenge the death." I've seen this one around a lot, and I've never really picked it up, so I thought that, why not? I also picked up Cleopatra Confesses, and this is by Carolyn Meyer. If you've watched some of my videos before, you might know that I'm kind of obsessed with Cleopatra in ancient Egypt, so this one sounded intriguing and looked intriguing just by the cover, so yeah. I also picked up Invisible Sun. This is by David McGinnis Gill, and it's the second in his series, and this is about people on Mars, so I haven't read the first one yet, but I do own it. I picked up Alana, and this is by Tamora Pierce. It is about a couple of kids. They're twins, Alana and Tom, and they decide that they're going to change places. So Alana is going to cross-dress, become a boy, and kind of like Mulan, have some adventures. And then Tom is going to dress like a girl and go to the convent and learn magic. I never really knew what the series was about, but it sounds very interesting. It's got really big print, and it's actually quite a small book, so I think it should be a pretty quick read. And then there's, I think, 3 other books in the series as well. So, yeah. I also got Fortune's Pawn. This is by Rachel Bach, and it says, "Debbie Morris isn't your average mercenary. She has plans, big ones, and a ton of ambition. It's a combination that's going to get her killed one day, but not just yet." So it looks kind of like Ender's Game, like science fiction-y, and yeah, I thought it would look interesting as well. I also got Witchlanders. This is by, who is this by? Lena Coakley, and I believe it's the first in the series. I'm not exactly sure, but it is about witches. It says, "High in their mountain covens, red witches pray to the goddess, protecting the witchlands by throwing the bones and foretelling the future. It's all fake. At least that's what Ryder thinks. And even if they can predict the future, what danger is there to foretell? Now that his people's old enemy, the Bayan, have been defeated?" Question mark, question mark. But when a terrifying new magic threatens both his village and the coven, Ryder must confront the beautiful and silent witch who holds all the secrets. Everything he's ever believed will change when he discovers that the prophecies he's always scorned are about him. So it sounds actually quite interesting. If anyone's read this series before, let me know what you think of it. I also picked up This Summer I Learned to Fly. This is by Dana Reinhardt, and it's about a girl named Drew. She's a bit of a loner. She's always spending her time alone in her mother's cheese shop, and then one day she comes across this boy named Emmett, and it sounds like a cute contemporary romance. I also got The Girl is Murder. This is by Catherine Miller Haynes, and I've picked this book up from the library quite a few times, but I've never gotten around to actually reading it. It's about a girl named Iris, and she wants to help her father out at his detective agency, especially on this new case that involves a boy from her school. And the interesting thing about this book is that it actually takes place in the 1940s in New York, so it sounds actually really interesting, and I love the cover. I love the way that this girl looks. I got Teenage Wasteland, and this is by Lynn Biederman and Lisa Pazer. It's about these girls who undergo surgery, like stomach stapling type surgery, so that they can lose weight. And it's told from 3 girls' point of view. So I thought that one could be different. Then I picked up Department 19. This is by Will Hill, And I have heard good things about this series. It says Department 6 is the Army, Department 13 is MI5, Department 19 is the reason you're still alive. And then it says they don't exist, but they saved your life every day. So kind of looks like Transformers. Sounds interesting, and definitely going to check this one out shortly. I also picked up one of the Jasper Fforde books. It's called The Well of Lost Plots. It's from one of his series, The Air Affairs, the first one. I haven't read that one yet. I do have that one, but I don't have... I may have the second one, which was Lost in a Good Book. And these... I've heard really good things about this series, and I've never read Jasper Fforde yet, so I should start this book, or this series soon. I do want to read Jane Eyre before I read The Air Affair, because I think that they are probably linked. So, yeah, if anyone's read that series, too, let me know if I should read the Jane Eyre first. I also picked up The False Princess. This is by Ellis O'Neill. I'm not sure how you say that. It's about a girl named Nalia who thinks she's a princess of the next person who's going to take over the throne of Thorvaldor. Actually, she finds out when she turns 16 that she's just the false princess, which means that her parents, that she thought were her parents, only are holding her like as a place for that their actual daughter. I know it sounds a little confusing, but she ends up on her own at 16 years of age after thinking that she's a princess for that long. I picked up a couple of books in the Rogue Angel series. So this one is The Vanishing Tribe. This one is The Sunken Pyramid. And this one is Clockwork Doomsday. So the series is quite a few now. I think there's like up to 50 in it. I've only read like the first 3 or 4. I got this one, which is Hold Tight by Harlan Coben. I've read a lot of Harlan Coben's books. He writes action, quick novels that are full of suspense and quite interesting. So if you haven't read his books yet, you should check out his Bolitar series. This is a standalone novel. It's about Mike and Tia Bay, who decide that they're going to spy on their 16-year-old son after he's become depressed because his friend committed suicide. And so they put spy software on his computer so that they can check everything that he's doing. And they are drawn into a maze of mayhem and violence that could destroy them all. So, yeah, sounds interesting. This one is Frisky Business. It is by Tana Fensky. It's about a girl named Marley Cartman who has decided that she no longer wants to date rich guys. She wants someone who is completely different from what she's used to. So she meets this hipster t-shirt wearing guy who she likes. His name is William Barclay, and she doesn't realize that he actually is a brilliantly successful businessman. So this one sounds like a good romance. I also picked up Crazy Hot. This is by Tara Jansen. It's about paleontologist Regan McKinney. And it says, love has never been this wild, this dangerous, this hot. Looks so shiny, sorry you can't really see it. And I got That's Amore by Carol Grace. And it is about a girl named Anne Marie Jackson who's dreamed of visiting Italy her whole life. And then she meets this exchange student. Anyway, he is from Italy, and they kind of had a thing during school, and then 23 years later, she's divorced, and she gets a postcard from this guy, and so she goes to Italy to see him. I've never been to Italy, so I thought this one would be interesting to see, you know, if it brings me to Italy. I also picked up Caesar's Women. This is by Colleen McCullough. I have quite a few of her novels. She does novels based on real characters, so I have the Cleopatra and the Mary Queen of Scots one. And then I also picked up Elizabeth Virgin Queen, ? And this is by Philippa Jones. I just really enjoy ancient, like, not ancient, but old school England, you know, Mary Queen of Scots, Elizabeth, and the likes. And then I also got a Mary Queen of Scots book. This is by Antonia Fraser. I just find her so interesting, especially after watching the TV show Reign. So if you haven't checked that out, you should. I picked up this one. It's called Harry: A History. It's by Melissa and Nellie, and it's all about Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, and the whole series. It says, the true story of a boy wizard, his fans, and the life inside the Harry Potter phenomenon. And finally, I picked up Katie Flynn's A Mistletoe Kiss. This is about a librarian in the 1930s, and it's a Christmas book, so how could you say no? And, you know, it's a $20 book for less than $1. So those are the books that I got at this second library book sale. So if you haven't watched the first video yet, you can go and do that and check out the books that I got at the other book sale. And then you can also leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the books I picked up, if you've read any of them, if you have enjoyed them. Let me know which one you think I should read first, or if there's any in there that you think I should do a review of. Make sure to check out the blog and see all the stuff that's going on there. We're going to be soon having our readathon, which is coming up in September for fall, so if you want to check that out, you can do that. Otherwise, that is it for me right now. I'm going to also probably film my September TBR video, because why not get it all done in one day? And yeah, that's it. So have a good day, guys. Hope you're having a good month of reading, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!